Drew. So today I have a video for you that is not at all about makeup or any like new products or anything. So if you're here only for makeup, go watch a previous video or something. This video actually today is actually going to be about the importance of sleep. So you may be thinking like, why are you talking about sleep? We all sleep, we know what's going on, but are you really sleeping? So I recently had a wake-up call. Sorry, I had to do it. Like I had to throw it in there. In my life about sleep. And so this is what happened. So about a year and a half ago, I started having some problems where I want to say it was, oh gosh, probably 2014, 2015. I started having issues with my body. So I started having problems where I would have these experiences where like if I was sleeping, and this happened on a couple occasions, where I'd be sleeping and like taking a nap during the day and trying to wake myself up and basically couldn't like physically wake myself up. Like I feel my body is like awake, but I could not like move my hands, like I'm trying to force my body awake, and that was really creepy. And I just was like, oh, that's just something creepy that you deal with. Awesome. I know. Okay, I'm not a doctor. So then things kind of got more serious when I would randomly have, you know, I'd be with my family doing whatever, and then suddenly it would like, something would just like hit me, and I would start like slurring my speech, and I would feel almost like I was like drunk or like having like an out of body experience, like, and my body would like go numb, and I was like, okay, that's not good. So I ended up in the ER a few different times, and they were like, hey, we don't know what's wrong with you, like everything checks. One of the last times I ended up in the ER for this, the doctor goes, do you think you might have sleep apnea? I was like, I don't really know, you know, I just like, they were literally like checking if I was having like a heart attack or a stroke. Like it was like really crazy. So I started talking to my doctor, like maybe I should get a sleep study done. But I'll be real, like trying to get a hold of the sleep study clinic was like a nightmare. I didn't really stick to it. We were actually in the process of trying to find a new place to live, buying a house. So I kind of just, you know, didn't really address it again. So then a few months later, you know, still having issues here and there, and just like getting to the point where I was having trouble driving long distances, just completely exhausted all the time, feeling like I couldn't really do anything. So I went and had a consult with the sleep doctor, and he's like, you know, you might have sleep apnea and you may even have narcolepsy. And I was like, say what? I was like, 2 diagnoses in 1 trip. Hey, okay, I know, I'm weird. Okay, anyways, so basically, so then he's like, hey, we'll do a sleep study. So then I'm like, all right, I'm ready. Let me do a sleep study tomorrow. And they're like, oh no, we have to call insurance, blah, blah, blah. So after like 3 weeks, they finally get me in for my sleep study. And I basically like was in the sleep study, like they hooked like 30 plus wires to my head. They're like, hey, go to sleep. And I'm like, I already have trouble sleeping, so this seems like it's not really gonna work so well. Basically, I ended up I like started praying, because I was like, God, I need to sleep right now so I can show them that I can't sleep, so that I can get help with my sleep. And I ended up was able to like finally get like 2 hours of sleep in, and then like they came and like strapped a CPAP machine on me, which is what they use for people with sleep apnea. And then after that, the nurse was like, okay, you have sleep apnea, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but they're gonna call you and they're gonna get you a machine like pronto. She's like, seriously? She's like, if you don't get this machine soon, she's like, you're just gonna straight up die. And I was like, whoa, slow down, sister. And she was like, no, she's like, your body is gonna just shut down one day. She's like, your sleep is so broken. She's like, I've been doing this for 25 years and I've never seen anyone with sleep as messed up as yours. And I'm like, oh, okay. Basically, a week later, they called me and got the machine going, and they sat down with me and they said, okay, so when you have sleep apnea, essentially what that means is that you stop breathing when you sleep more than normal. Most people usually stop breathing a few times an hour, like every single person when they sleep. So think about that when you try to sleep tonight. That's a little fun for me. But so basically what happens is that you stop breathing in your sleep, but you stop breathing more than normal. So if you stop breathing 20 times in an hour, that means you have sleep apnea. If you stop breathing 30 times an hour, that means you have severe sleep apnea and you need to get like treatment immediately. So they were sitting down with me, giving my machine, and the guy looks at me and he goes, okay, so I'm gonna be real with you. He goes, do you know how many times you stop breathing in an hour? And I was like, no, let me guess, 40, 50. And he goes, 134 times. Yeah, so I literally stopped breathing 134 times an hour in my sleep. So that's 2 times, more than 2 times a minute on average, every single night when I was sleeping. My body was never going into REM cycle. I was never getting a full night's sleep and basically like really struggling. And so I got the machine. And the first couple nights it was really hard. I actually had to take like Xanax a couple times because it was like really freaky. Like this thing like on my face was, you know, it's sexy. I mean, I make it work, but I'm just saying it's still crazy. So basically I got a sleep apnea machine, and it was kind of a wake-up call because I realized how many things in my life were being affected by a lack of sleep. When you don't get enough sleep, you have an issue with weight loss because your body actually burns fat when you get REM sleep. It's called fat burning mode, and that's where your body like burns the calories that you consume throughout the day as long as you're on like a healthy diet. So that's one thing. Another thing is that you actually like can have bad memory because the fact that your body actually like remaps its entire day when you're sleeping. And so because I was starting to have like serious memory issues, just tired, cranky, feeling demotivated about a lot of things in my life, and just like I just wasn't even there half the time. So now I got the machine. I'm just finishing 3 months of having the machine, and I actually feel so good. And so I don't know why I want to make this video today, just to kind of like tell you guys that, you know, it's something that is so important and that you should get checked out. I know it's hard because like insurance, it costs money and all that, but seriously, like you need your sleep. If you're not getting good sleep, you could actually straight up die. If you're somebody who's maybe like in the past struggled with, you know, trying to do like a rigorous weight loss treatment, you actually could be having issues with your sleep. Actually, since I started sleeping, I've actually lost like 25 pounds, like not even kidding. Like the weight that I started at when I started the process, I'm now down 25 pounds since I started sleeping. I'm not saying that to like be like, ooh, weight loss, and I'm not saying that because I'm like where I need to be. I still have work to do on my personal self, but I'm just letting you know like the proof of what sleep can actually do for you. It can just change your entire life, and it's something that we all need. I think a lot of people in the world, if you got better sleep, you'd be better people. Oh, well, I don't know, maybe. So anyways, get your sleep, your beauty sleep, whatever. I feel so good now, and I just, you know, be well, take care of your body, know your body. And sometimes you'll have things going on in your life that you don't understand. They're all sleep related. When you don't sleep, you could actually get sick more often. There's just a million things tied to your sleep. So I just want to share that story about me and my situation. I'm not going to be sharing stories like this all the time, but something that I really want to talk to you guys about because it's something that I recently dealt with, and it's really, really like been a life changer for me. And so that's all I have for you today. But if you want to see photos of me, you can check me out on Instagram and follow me at JustLikeDrew. Otherwise, you can follow me on Snapchat, JustLikeDrew. I'm on Twitter, JustLikeDrew. Also, you could just subscribe to my YouTube channel. And here's the reason it's important for people to subscribe to YouTube. So when people subscribe to YouTube, first off, once you get up to 100 subscribers, you can actually like own like your own YouTube domain. And also it kind of helps you, as in like companies, when they see you and stuff like that, they can actually like, they'll start taking notice of your channel. It can kind of just help people be more promoted. If you just watch people's videos, that's great, but when you actually subscribe to them, it actually helps kind of build them up and like shows more support for what they're doing. And when you subscribe, it's not like you're going to be like, every time I come out with a video, you're going to be getting like email after email. Usually how it works is when you click subscribe, you just get 1 email a week from all of your YouTube subscriptions. So if you subscribe to like 20 different channels, you would get 1 email a week just telling you about all 20 of your channels. But anyways, so that's all I have for you today. But if you like what you saw today and you want to see more from me, you know what to do. Just like Drew, and go get some sleep. Good night. And today I have a video for you on a quick way to mask your dark under eye circles. I know we did a video recently on how to